Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. It's been a minute since we featured a Mobile Legend stream. Well, it's been a few days, so let's call it a minute because, as you guys know, we're here on a daily basis. So, without further ado, this first best of three series is just going to be a fun stream. As you know, the Warriors were supposed to face off against Pandora's Axiom, and unfortunately, they needed to fit in match tonight. So DBZ Warriors will be going through to the upper brackets. So they've asked us, and we've provided them with a team by the name of Legio Invicta. Right. So nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have fun with this stream. And on the panel with me, it's someone who's never been on the channel before, and I am joined by Leonardo. How are you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good as always, Scott. Kind of excited for this little scrim.
So, Leo, start us off, right? What was the bans and who banned who? And what are you expecting coming in from both of these? Look, I do see some familiar names like Unreal and Void and Beaten as well. But obviously, we know DBZ for being that team that goes with the unconventional picks and drafts. But it's been working for them, and well, they've been going places with this. So, without further ado, give us those bans so that we can jump in to the drafting phase.
So the bands are Lance, Grok, Haya, and Phovius.
All right, so good luck and have fun to both teams, ladies and gentlemen. Get your votes in, and for those of the viewers that are in the live chat here, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know, yet Waylander Gaming, we do not include batteries. All right, so into the drafting phase we go. Legio Victor has got the first pick and first ban. So for all intents and purposes, we'll be calling them LI, or well, let's just go with Legio. Yeah, Legio. I think that that could slip off the tongue quite nicely, as we do see the first ban coming in from Legio, being the Amen and DBZ or Z Warriors, not even wasting time and banning out the Arlot. And good evening, Shady, or shall we say Layla? Is it Shady or Layla? Good evening and welcome to the chat.
Always fun to see those two in the comments. Ooh, a ban, Angela. Okay, we see you.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Angela, right? Angela, this season, I would say, is definitely her season for the support heroes. Angela, I mean, we've seen a lot of Angela players, and I've also been playing her recently. And, well, it's fun to play her, especially with that old cooldown. But, I mean, before we continue rambling on about her 15-second cooldown on the hard guard, we do see YSS getting banned on from the side of Z.
Ooh, CC first pick. We love to see it. She's OP in the XP lane, I might add. I've been playing her myself recently. Surprisingly, you can even dominate the Yuzong, which is hard to do anyway.
Okay, poor Layla is still sleeping. But yeah, I mean, CC with that curtain call, curtain call on the CC has been something else. I mean, CC, it's that typical hero that you want to engage onto the back line, and she's quite a menace to get rid of. But Vegeta picking up the Badang and Wiz going with a Navaria. It's been a minute since we've seen the Navaria. Leo, I don't know if you know, but what is Navaria's ult's name?
I have no idea. I'm not even gonna lie. I've never really focused on the names of alts or skills, which is obviously something that I'll need to learn. But seeing the Mino is definitely reassuring into a Badang, because not many people know this, but a Badang's dash can be cancelled by the Mino's jump skill.
Well, the Minoan Fury, the first skill. But nonetheless, Super 17 picking up that
Mm.
Marsha, and Sora going with the Faza, and Minotaur, well, beaten with the Minotaur. And well, shared there yet, but welcome to the stream. This is just a fun stream before we jump into the continuation of the Origins tournament. We do see the final bands in this first matchup being the Alucard and Ling. Dobby 3.0, it's a new face. Look, I know who Dobby 3.0 is, and a special shout out to Dobby 3.0 for finally helping Scarp get that final match and getting him into the mythic range. So no more trolling of the sheep with a no bleep. Right, Trunks picking up Joy, and Lamunga is showing us Carry, and Void showing us Thamos, right? Carry would be a good pick in this situation, but Void going for the Thamos, and Lamunga is playing Munga Munga and just waiting for Ace. Okay, he decided to going for the Moskov and a Stoner. Well, great to see that, and Great Hover 83, welcome to the chat. I thought you are working, bro. We needed to fill your spot, you know. But nonetheless, Dobby 3.0 currently showing us Kimmy. I've seen Dobby 3.0 doing a great job with the Kimmy. But I'm not gonna spoil Dobby's name. So we will just give Dobby his real name is Sock and keep that name in the sock for now, okay?
This is quite an interesting thing for me to see. Void on jungle. See, Void and I know each other way back when X-Score first was a squad, and he used to be an XP main. But seeing him in jungle is something interesting. And also, Scott, what do you think about the lineups? Whose lineup are you favoring in this current matchup?
Well, if I'm going to be brutally honest, I am going to favor Z Warriors lineup here, right? I mean, chat, I'm still waiting for Navaria's alt name, so please Google that and pop it in the chat for me. But yeah, I mean, you've got Nuvaria that brings in the slow, then you get Badang with the wall and the fist crack, and then you get Joy that can follow up with that. So the combination with Z Warriors and their combo is just, it's a very good combo, and I'm going to rely on them into the team fight. So they've definitely got my vote on the team fight. But look, I'm not going to take anything away from Legio. What's this? Legio Invicta.
Okay, so we see both junglers starting off on the same side. So it seems like both teams will be rotating towards the gold lane, which obviously is something that happens a lot in the South African or Southern African regions.
Shady. That is savage. But yeah, look, sorry, report the cameraman. That was some bad camera angle there for a second. I was by accident. Oh, Vegeta so low at this moment. But Legio will not be able to capitalize on that kill onto the Badang, right? But the tip of the day, if someone calls you fat, ignore them. You're bigger than that. Compliments of Shady. All right. All right. Thank you. It's Astral Echo for the Navaria's ult. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So we do see the rotation coming in here from Z Warriors onto the top lane. We do see Lamunga getting that pushback with the spear onto Kimmy. But we do see Vegeta with the wall and will Kimmy. Oh, first blood goes to as Navaria gets that snipe. But the Joy with the Electro Beats onto Minotaur, not getting able to capitalize on that just yet. So, just before the 2-minute mark, it is a 1-kill advantage in favor of Z Warriors. Almost having that 1k gold lead, but it's we do see that gold picking up quite fastly.
Quite an interesting thing to see a Novaria get first blood. You know, like most people who do play Nova really sometimes miss their burst skill or the snipe skill, as you would call it. But was showing us that it's possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, Navaria, it's sad to see that she doesn't get picked up as often because, I mean, just look at that, right? That
Whoa,
damage that she
Foster
does.
almost died.
And
0
Joy!
HP.
Yeah, the
Foster
Joy.
died.
No, Novaria setting that up beautifully, allowing the Joy to go in and finish that off. And I'm going to share Shady's sentiment. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button! As we do see the Astral Echo was committed. However, beaten the Minotaur will be able to go get out of that engagement. Super 17 secures the first turtle of the match for the Warriors. All right.
So we see a potential engagement in the bot lane. Joy committing the ultimate, but to no avail.
Yeah, we do see that spear, spear of destruction or spear of destiny coming in from Moscow from the far side. Oh, we do see the Manon Fury lands onto two. However, Farza finishes off Vegeta. No Badang in this engagement. Nuvaria coming in from that rotation from the mid lane, just trying to get that eye on, but she does spot out Void. Well, he or Navaria's female, so Navaria spots out the Minnow in the bush. So no bushwhacking for Minnow.
Christopher.
Yes, sir, that does happen indeed. I mean, it's not a Waylander Gaming stream if there is no Christopherson moment, you know? I'm not called the sheep with a no bleep for no bleeping reason.
Okay, so we see the rotation from both teams to the gold lane. Batang engaging on the Mino. Commits the ult. Minotaur's solo. Faster commits her ult as well.
The Void is currently so low. We do see the Astral Echo coming in. Joy comes in and she finishes off Thamos. We do see Farza going with a Very to escape that sticky situation that she did find herself in. So it's past the 4-minute mark. It's 3 kills advantage. We do see Joy onto Farza with Electro Beats, and it's a mega kill coming in for Trunks. It's just unfortunate Trunks doesn't have the purple hair here, but it's yeah, it's all right.
Okay, so currently there's a 2k gold lead for Z Warriors, and it's also a 4 kill lead for them as well.
Yeah, at this moment we do see the Marshal engaging onto CC, but just keeping CC honest. Just trying to get that distraction. We do see Minnow with that first jump skill onto Dobby. But Kimmy is doing the damage that you would like to see. We do see the wall coming up before the Minnow and Fury lands. And Joy with Trunks with a Joy. It secures the second turtle of the match. That's at the 5-minute mark. That is a 3k gold lead in favor of Z Warriors. They are trying to put the screws onto the wheels, onto the trolley, and make the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Very one-sided match. I wasn't expecting Legio to suffer this much, but then again, Z Warriors has been playing for quite some time now.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, there is some new faces into the side of Z Warriors. We are missing Goku here in this situation, but nonetheless, that just shows you the diversity that comes into this situation. However, we're not going to count out Legio just yet. I mean, we are reaching that mid-game stages. I mean, anything can still happen because why? It ain't over till the cookie crumbles, as we do see the engagement onto Masha. Alright, so currently looking at the map situation, Timmy has secured that tier 1 turret in the in the top lane. So, I mean, oh, and off screen we do see CC getting the kill onto Badang, but we do see the Sky Piercer proccing from Novaria, but we do see Joy engaging onto the Minnow. But yeah, just look at this Novaria doing the damage. That's not something that you would oftenly see, but just wrong time to look at items. We do see Joy with Electro Beats onto Thamos, and that's an unstoppable kill for Trunks, as we do see Kimmy securing the tier 1 in the mid lane.
Must say, Novaria is impressing me a lot. I did not expect that a Novaria can have this much map presence.
We do see the first crack coming in from Badang onto Minnow under the tier 1 turret. However, we do see Joy just poking him out. The Feather Day Strike being committed onto the Natalia, unfortunately. But we do see Moskov, and exactly what you want to see from a Moskov, going for that split push, trying to get that pressure. But we do see Dobby going for that rotation. Oh, the Spear of Destiny comes into the mix, and it's but just after the third and final turtle has been secured. But Kimi is on to Moskov, as we do see the traction poles getting committed. The flicker coming in, and Dobby finishes off Lamunga. But the engagement
So
continues. Yeah, nearly there, but we do see Joy onto the back line. Manon Fury lands onto Joy, and CC does pop the Vengeance, but it's not enough to keep the Joy away just yet. So, at just before the 8-minute mark, we do see Z Warriors has the map control and an 8-kill advantage, plus almost a 7k gold lead. So it's at that moment, ladies and gentlemen, you realize that you need to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's go.
Okay, so we do see that Moskov and CC are in the bot lane. CC recalling, unfortunately, I would have maybe... Okay, never mind. The tactical retreat is obviously the better choice. They wouldn't have won that fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, let's see how this is going to come up, because at this moment, right, if Z Warriors can get the first Lord, right, they need to push in this few second times that, I mean, it's 38 seconds away from the first Lord. They should try and push for another tier 2 turret. They want to get the minion waves onto the Holy Crystal, onto the Holy Shields. But yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie. It is at this moment, it's looking very dire for Legio.
Definitely. I love this camping that the Master and Badang are doing together. Wow!
First crack coming into the mix as the Astral Echo has been committed as well. We do see the Electro Piece coming in from Joy onto Thamus. And that's a double kill for the Joy in that situation. So, without further ado, Z Warriors are aiming for the first Lord of the match. And, well, as we do see, they're going for that engagement. Another tier 2 turret was secured. And this could potentially be an ending angle for them. They should get the lanes synced up. That's ideally what you want to do. You want to leave the mid lane alone at first, right? You want the Lord to spawn and go and focus onto the sidelines. But it doesn't seem like that's the situation. We do see the Manon Fury lands onto Dobby and the Feather Airstrike into the mix, and we do see the Astral Echo. But CC getting that kill onto Kimi, and that is a 1-for-0 exchange at this moment. But we do see the wall coming in from Badang onto CC. Unreal was in a dangerous position. But yeah, I mean, Lord will be storming in the top lane, and unfortunately, we will see the lanes, the minion waves, crashing in at almost at the same time. Legio is currently trying to defend this tier 2 turret in the mid lane.
Which is obviously their best option, because the moment mid falls, the rest of your map falls completely. Like, the first turret's gone, so like they already lost jungle advantage. And if the second tier turret in the mid wave also falls, they're just completely going to be zoned out by Z Warrior.
Yeah, well, we did see... Oh, Joy is into the base, but the Feathered Airstrike does keep the Joy humble at this moment. But we do see one Holy... No, that's the second one getting popped off, and Z Warriors going for that final tier 2 turret. So no kill just yet. I mean, if Z Warriors continues this pressure that they're putting on here now, and not going to allow Legio to farm up, this is definitely going to be an ending angle here. The question is, will they be able to get that clutch grip hold onto Legio?
At least now we've reached the stage where the gold lead, which is basically almost 10k, doesn't really start to matter anymore, because most of the members on both teams are starting to get those full, well, not full builds, but like more than half of their items online as well. So this might start turning around for Legio if they can just compose and get some pickoffs. Because if you do think about it, they have a strong team fight, but they also have some pickoff potential with the Feathered Airstrike and the
yeah, indeed. So we do see the engagement onto Thamos. Marsha's into the mix. She just loses one shield. But unfortunately, the Feathered Airstrike not being able to capitalize on that engagement. The Spear of Destiny or Destruction not landing onto anyone just yet, so there would be no a Moskov ulti at this moment. So ideally, I would have kept that to go for that split push. Just to try and get that backdoor opening, but we do see Kimming. Dobby 3.0 gets that first kill jump onto Farmos, but it's a legendary kill, double kill for the Joy as she is into the back line. Will we see Trunks and his signature recall spams? And no, sir. Oh.
It seems like Void is AFK. He's been standing in the base. Let me just find out real quick. My apologies for the pause. I'm not sure if I was supposed to, but just gotta make sure.
No problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Sorry for this inconvenience, but you know this is how it goes on, and we would like to keep the plays fair.
Definitely. So, like, are we gonna give them like 3 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, let's give them 3 minutes. I feel 3 minutes is more than fair. Right, as julle nie so bang was nie, dan was die hele vanaand over. I can't believe you just made me read that, Stoner. What is wrong with you? I mean, look, it's unfortunate. Look, everyone unfortunately has like a life, and unfortunately we know Chubin he works night shifts, so it is unfortunate. But look, it is what it is. And nonetheless, it's at the 20. What am I talking about? It's at the 12.5 minute mark. It's 15 kills advantage to Z Warriors at this moment, as well as an 11K gold lead.
I honestly believe that with this next lord they can definitely end since it has spawned already and they do have the number advantage. But I do feel that they could just potentially end pushing from mid. Okay, so the captain of Legio has confirmed that we are allowed to unpause, so we're gonna start.
All right, so let's go. But yeah, look, I'm going to be honest, right? Z Warriors, they actually have the opportunity to end this from the mid lane. Oh!
We're almost getting picked off by the tower.
Report Trunks for nearly getting taken down by the turret, but let's recall that because it didn't happen. But nonetheless, so that's a tier 3 turret, inhibitor turret, be getting taken down in favor of Z Warriors. So we do see them backing off and not continuing the onslaught. They will get the second Lord of the match without contestation. Everybody was gone.
So now, all they need to do is freeze until Lord comes, and then they should start pushing lanes to sync them. So at this moment, this is where you start pushing both the side lanes and you leave mid, unlike what Badang is currently doing with the Martha.
Yeah, well, look, I'm going to be honest, right? We did see the minions going for that back door in the top lane for Legio, right? But Legio, all they need to do now is they just need to wait. They need to be a bit patient. They need to find the right angle for the Minoan Fury to land. If they can get a pick off, they could change the tides here. And ideally, you want to get rid of that Joy. But, oh, Kimmy getting that traction pulse and taking down Lamunga. But that's a double kill for, this is a full team wipeout. And ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors secures their first victory in this fun match, best of 3 series.
So, like you said, your predictions were correct. The Z Warriors' comp was definitely showing Legio flames. Like you said, the Joy has that backline dive, the Batang has the first wall crack, and like Novaria hitting snaps. I never expected a Novaria to be able to do that much.
Well, welcome to the life of seeing Nuvaria. That's why I said it's so sad to see that people don't pick her up more often. Right, but we're picking up the MVP for the side of Z Warriors, having that 4-0 and 15 with a Nuvaria. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump in to the second lobby. Let's go. I'm setting it up and I will get everyone inside. So, is this the ample time for everyone to please hit that like, share, and subscribe button? If we can get like 20 viewers here, Stoner said he will come and sing us "I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world" in his girly voice. Right? The one trick high loss.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Scott. Not you trolling on national TV.
It's always me when Stoner is in the live chat. You know, if it's not general chat, it is in the live chat, Mister Stony boy. There we go. So, all right, Leo, would you mind getting the bands for us sorted as I
Yes.
continue to troll Stoner? Send link. I see some chat boiling up there. Over kan jy bly All right. So,
Okay, so the bands are as follows. Lance, Grok, Haya, and Phobia. So the bands are staying the same as they were last match. I feel like there's definitely it's either research being done or it's meta that's being banned.
well, I mean, look, Grok is deadly. We've seen the Phobius and Angela combination coming in from Z Warriors, and oh my boy, what a combination they brought in there with that. So definitely focusing onto that. So we would expect the Angela getting banned out from the side of Legio again, but the Z Warriors continuing with that R-Lord ban straight off the bat. Void at 8808. What does that say in void at?
To be quite honest, I have no idea.
I'm trying to look at this out of the different perspectives, right? But I can't see it. Unfortunately.
We see Void banning the YSS, so both teams still going same band. Even the Armor, like DBZ has banned out the Arlot and the Armor last match. Okay, respect ban Joy. Expected that to happen.
That is true. I just want to see something real quick. Yeah. Okay. All right, the admin has been sorted out. But without further ado, let's get back into the drafting phase. Sorry. Dobby 3.0 picking up Nexia. Hey, 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 hey. Everyone knows me. I love an Exia pick. I would also always go for that favoritism and go for the side of Exia, unless it's like really bad. But Legio, quite a good pick for them against the Exia would be the Obsidia. I mean, I've not to blow my own whistle, but I'm almost number 5 in the server with Obsidia. I'm currently chasing that SA status. So let's go. Lamunga picking up the Granger and Beaton going with the Camilla. Granger is good against the Exia. And, well, Camilla combining well with the Granger. That's, oh, boy, let's go.
My fist is always the right answer for the
I am
questions.
the dragon sworn, and I carry the will of the dragon.
Let me just Scott. Tonight's match is at 9, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's 9:15.
9:15. Oh.
Yes, sir. So, Super 17 picking up the Marsha and Wiz going for the Navaria. Unreal picking up X-Borg. X-Borg.
Still waters
Oh,
run deep.
Ling being the final ban for the side of Legio. Z Warriors coming in with their final ban. They are currently sitting at a match point. If they win the next match, they will take this series to nothing. And yeah, it is Legio to play for it all now. And the Alucard being another ban for the side of Z Warriors. So the bans are pretty much the same. It's only the Joy that was a respect ban, leaving the Angela open. So that beckons, right? That really does beckon the question. Something that does combine very well with the XCI at this moment is a Diggy, right? And especially if you're looking at the Cursed Blood coming in from a Camilla, but I mean, Diggy would only be viable for the Camilla, not really much else. So you could potentially look at picking up the Angela. It might not be a good pick, but you could look at picking her.
I personally would pick her up, considering that regardless of comp, having that shield and that clutch save that she has helps a lot. But we do see Vegeta picking up the Badang and Trunks showing up and picking up Lucian.
Yeah, so
I personally wouldn't have gone Gus, but okay.
well, look, if we're going to be honest, right, the Gushin is only going to be good for the Granger, Camilla, and well, potentially the Eve. But I mean, it's looking at taking out the backline, your damage dealers. But look,
the equilibrium, which
I just want to say something, right? I just want to say something. I'm seeing messages about sources and same old stories and whatnot. But I'm looking at this draft, right? Granted, there's 3 of the same picks from the previous match, but there's 2 picks into this. So, I mean, look, both teams have a good draft, have a strong draft. But for me personally, the Gushin is not great for this lineup, but I'm still going to go with SD Warriors in this matchup.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you because the Marsha and the Badang have been showing great synergy with each other, especially in the late game, and that's going to be very crucial for the Granger and the Eve because a Eve tends to overstep these days due to her recent buff, where she gains movement speed and shielding. But Marsha's burst is more than enough to get her.
Yeah, well, look, agreed. So, ladies and gentlemen, this would be potentially the final game in this fun matchup for the evening. And, well, guess who joined us on the panel? Or shall I not say it just yet?
Yeah, because I can't see anything.
All right, let me share my screen with you, bro. All
No,
right.
it's fine, it's fine. I'm listening to you and Leo here.
All right.
No way, please do take over. This is very nerve-wracking for me. But we do see both junglers starting at opposite ends. Gusion opting for red as well as X-Borg. X-Borg getting his whole team with him.
Yeah, indeed. So looking at the current situation here, right? I mean, oh wait, sorry, my apologies. Let's just go live with that. Oh, what? No, it's not allowing me to go live.
It's fine, it's fine. You guys go ahead.
All right.
I'll be a spectator.
All right. So we do see that early game burst coming in from the side of Legio. Just pretty much keeping Z Warriors honest at this moment. And yeah, Shuan, he is in the house, but he's not going to be casting. You know, he said Akatsuki is not going to play tonight, so they chickened out last minute, so why should I come and cast on the Funstream here? But we do see Dobby 3.0 going on to Lamunga, doing the damage on the Greater. Oh my word, that flame shot coming in from Navaria, and Wiz picking up the first blood once again.
Yo, bruh. I must say, Novaria is being looked down upon, but she is showing this team flames.
I mean, look, yeah, especially when it comes to that Astral Echo, we are going to potentially see the same type of sets coming in. Ideally, you want to have that Astral Echo land first, then you want the wall coming in from the Badang, and then you want the full barrage to finish everything off. But we do see the wall coming in from Badang. However, Unreal gets the kill onto Badang, and the X-Borg does pop off his Faraga armor with that last insanity, but Gushin is into the mix, and he gets that kill onto the X-Borg, and we do see the Black Dragon form being committed defensively.
We see Camilla escaping with 0 HP. And the first turtle going in favor of Z Warriors.
Yeah, so we're looking at the 2.5 minute mark. 1 kill advantage in favor of Z Warriors, as well as, well, it's a 700 gold lead at this moment of time. But looking at Dobby 3.0, he's keeping Lamunga very safe under this tier 1 turret.
Which is also ironic because an Ixia into a Granger shouldn't be this dominating. I mean, she does have the level 4 before him. Oh, she's a whole level ahead. But it still doesn't make sense.
Look, Granger does fare better off against an Ixia in any situation. But then it comes down to skill-based situations. We do see Wiz coming in with that damage onto Camilla, but Vegeta not being able to get that set just yet. Gushin will not go for that incandescence just yet. Am I saying it right? Incandescence. There you see.
Yes.
Alright, but we do see the wall coming in from the dog. Oh my word, and the Cursed Blood does land onto 2. We do see the real world manipulation with a full barrage coming in from Exia. She gets the kill onto Camilla, but it's a battle between Exia and Granger. But she flickers away and goes for the Eve, but Eve gets the kill onto Exia. That's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Legio. Alright, so looking at the current situation, it is 20 seconds away from the second turtle of this match. We do see the rotation coming in here from both teams going into this gold lane. However, the incandescence does not land onto the Granger just yet. We do see Camilla coming into the but we do see the first crack coming on to the Granger, but Camilla will get taken down in this situation as well. And Marshall off screen gets the kill onto the Yuzong. That's a 3-for-0 exchange, and that will secure the second turtle of the match for the Warriors. Alright, so the second turtle has been taken down. We do see Exia getting that huge chunk of butter off of this tier 1 turret in the top lane. And well, she's getting that gold, and that's not what you want on an Exia so early on. I mean, look, I do see Dobby is going for the boot build onto the Exia, but ideally we will see that boot getting sold off entering the late stage. I mean, look, it's ideally what you want, because that first skill of the Exia does give you that speed up advantage. But I mean, look, anything can still happen. This is a lot closer of a match than the previous match. So let's see if Legio can pull something off here. We do see the Ghost Blood lands on 2-2. Vegeta's taken down, as we do see that Desinara does take down the Badang. And that is just unfortunate. It's a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Legio. That just evens up the kills. But the Warrior still has the 2k gold lead. Oh, but Dobby is under the tier 1 turret, but he's taken down. And that gives Granger another kill. So that's 2 kills for the Granger. You want the Granger to get fed at this moment of time. But we do see Marsha getting that kill onto the Yuzong on the bot lane. And that will secure the tier 1 turret for Z Warriors. So it's a tower a piece for each. Freaky fresh.
And in just a minute, Legio converted a fully 2k gold lead into simply
1.4.
Yes.
1
in
plus
a
1 is
minute
2,
time.
minus 1 is 1. Quick
Oh,
maths.
okay. I'm sorry. Mind you, I didn't have pure math in high school. I passed with a distinction in math lit, and still didn't do well.
Yeah, we do see the first crack coming in from Badang. The full barrage inward from the Exia, but she does flicker out of harm's way as that Black Dragon form was coming straight for her. I mean, Leo, lucky for you, right? My business partner, I don't want to lie, he's a tutor and he does give maths and science. So you can definitely go and book a class with him. I know his schedule is very busy, but that just shows you the quality of his work. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Me glazing my business partner. I'm so lucky to have him. But just focusing back onto the match, the final turtle of the match was taken down and in favor of Z Warriors. They are trying to get this pressure on and trying to seal off the deals on the tier 1 turrets. We do see the engagement onto Xborg, but the first crack is just off the mark. The Faraga armor has been depleted, and we do see Wiz not getting that snipe, but the incandescence coming in from the Gushin. That's just off the mark once more. But we do see the Astral Echo coming in from the Novaria. Z Warriors are currently popping off the ults, just trying to secure the kills at this moment. But they will be able to secure this tier 1 turret in the mid lane. Alright, we do see the Marsha onto Granger. That's a killing spree for the Marsha. We do see the engagement onto Marsha. The last insanity has been committed, but the shutdown kill does come in, and oh my word, we do see Trunks with a Gushin trying to get that incandescence. The Black Dragon form has been committed. The real manipulation and the Cursed Blood. That's clear and secure. 3 of Z Warriors, but Exia picking up a double kill. That's a 3-for-3 exchange.
The team fights are quite insane considering the Camilla and Eve control together, but then Ixia making up for that lack of mobility, shall we say, with the damage from the full barrage.
Well, I mean, looking at the builds right now, I mean, this is the typical build that you would like to see coming in from the Exia, and she's got a 250 gold bounty. So they would ideally want to get this bounty off of the Exia. I mean, the longer she goes, I mean, there you go. You've got it. You've got the Malefic Roar into the mix as well, and Exia is definitely going to start packing a punch. Because, I mean, the one thing that the Malefic Roar does do, it does go through that armor. I mean, it pretty much counts as an armor buster, but let's go. It gives you that range, but we do see the wall coming in from Badang onto the Camilla, but no follow-up just yet. They're trying to bait out the skills here. We do see Even to the mix as well, but the Marshal's onto the back line, and we do see Export getting caught, but he will be able to escape, and the wall has just been committed. The Black Dragon form from the Yuzong is into the mix. He's going to try and get this Nuvaria. He does get that engagement onto Wiz, but oh my word, Nuvaria does so much damage. It is so crazy seeing that in from Nuvaria. Potentially, Z Warriors might bring out the Nuvaria players. Especially seeing that damage, that type of damage.
Definitely. We might even see it tonight. Maybe One Trick Kings surprise us with the Novaria, because according to me, IO has never touched Novaria ever since they started featuring on Waylander.
Yeah, that's a beautiful full barrage coming in from Exia, catching the Granger just a bit out of position. But I mean, all right, that's it. The first Holy Shield has been popped off. We will see Z Warriors trying to get this opening on here. We do see that Cursed Blood onto Badanga, and Badanga has been taken down. We do see the last Insanity with the real bird manipulation. Will the Exia finally get taken down? No, sir, she's not. The incandescence coming in from the Gushin, getting the X-Borg so low, and the Sky Piercer procs as X-Borg just escaped. Unfortunately, but we do see the full barrage coming in from Exia. It lands onto all 4. That's a double. Oh, Nuvaria stealing the Maniac away from the Exia. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a full team wipe. The Lord is still up. This is an ending angle. Z Warriors will not take this into a sudden death round. So GG's, well played to Z Warriors. Legio, unfortunately, had no answer for them. And this will conclude the Funstream of the evening. So ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end this stream, and I'm going to set up another stream for Origins, where we're going to have the full package with the highlights, with the intros and everything. So please don't go away. Just jump over to the other stream. So thank you all for joining us in this fun stream. And GG's, well played to Dobby 3.0, picking up the MVP with the Exia. Leo, any final words before, well, me and Wade take over here?
Thank you so much for having me in the first place, Scott. It's been an honor. It's been fun. I definitely have a lot of practice to do, but it was quite fun doing it for the first time. And Zoo Warriors definitely showing their dominance. I wonder how the game against what's the name? What's the squad name? I can't pronounce it. Akatsuki? Yeah,
Yes.
Akatsuki. I would have. I
Akatsuki.
wouldn't. I couldn't have. I wanted to see that. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys because I have a job to do.
All right, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm going to end this stream now. So please, I will share the links of Origins in all the chats with you in just a minute. So please join in on the Origins stream. This does conclude the fun stream. Thank you all for joining. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we will see you